Welcome back to the 420 Tarot Lounge. I want to thank you for joining me here today. My name is Friday, and my readings are timeless and for entertainment purposes only. I do appreciate each and every viewer. And if you'd like my interpretation of the cards, please pass that puff, give a like, subscribe if you're so inclined. I am trying to grow my channel, and in order to do that, I need people to subscribe. Alrighty, so we're going to get right into this. We're going to ask Spirit Source God if he can provide any, or if they can provide any messages, insights for the next coming weeks. This is mid-September we're in right now. Ten of Pentacles. So I'm talking to the people that are striving towards some sort of material wealth, material happiness, material security. No. Okay. Your obstruction is the Ace of Cups. Your solution is the Six of Wands. Your potential future, High Priestess. This next card is the action or inaction that you must take in order to claim or avoid this potential future. Strength. Okay, so you must you either be weak or strong, I guess. So your shadow, what kind of influence does your shadow have over this obstacle? Oh, two cards. Page of Pentacles and the Chariot. Oh, what's the name of that song? Oh my goodness. I can hear the melody in my head, and no, I won't subject you to my singing voice. I'll remember it here in a minute. And the higher self, the ancestors, the spirit guides. What is their position on this? One card. Two of Swords. The overall energy here is the Fool. He's coming up a lot lately. Or she, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so let me have a sit down here. I just want to make sure you can see all the cards. Yeah, okay. Alright, so like I said, I feel like you're on a path to some kind of financial security, material security. Maybe I'm going to go right out there. You could be marrying into money, okay? Or into some kind of safety net. You have you're on that path, but you are second guessing, not second guessing, you are I don't think you feel like you're 100% sure in it for the right reasons. There's something else tugging at your heartstrings. I think there's going to have to be some kind, this is telling me there's going to have to be some kind of recognition, like you're going to have to confront, you're going to have to confront this somehow. I feel like your shadow self is afraid of money. I can't believe I'm saying that. The shadow is afraid of money. Okay. Okay, so I think this is where this is coming in, because the influences. So you're thinking, oh, am I? Do I really love this guy or girl? Am I? Is this really what I want to do? That kind of doubt thing comes from a fear. And I'm seeing here that you tend to like to run away from money, and your path is going directly at it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So there's going to have to be a recognition that you have to you're going to have to confront this shadow. You're going to have to say, what am I afraid of? But you're also I'm getting you're also going to have to be able to put this to rest. So settle your heart, I guess, is the this is where this Two of Swords comes in. So there's going to be two choices, and you don't want to do this, but it's too bad. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Um, yeah, but this afraid of wealth, afraid of money. I'm in the shadow position. With the Fool as the underlying energy, I feel like you are at a point where you are willing to take on the challenge of confronting this internal dispute, because the fear, I'm not sure where this fear has come from. It's like always want to run away, always want to run away from it. But so your action is, I feel like this is like a recognition card, but it can also be to confront, right? So recognize. So you have to recognize that this issue, if it persists, could actually create trouble for you in the future. You've got to address it. Okay, we're going to get some clarity here. So this is the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. It is the mini deck, so it's they're a lot smaller than the general tarot. And this is the Gilded Tarot. I'm not going to say the person's name, the illustration, because I'm going to mash it up, and I don't think that's helpful. So it's called the Gilded Tarot. They're really beautifully illustrated. Okay. So we're going to ask Spirit, Source, God to clarify. Please clarify the shadow here. I am getting the interpretation that the shadow is afraid of wealth, of security. The shadow is afraid of comfort. The Tower and the Nine of Cups. So there's been like maybe, okay, this makes sense now. I feel like in the past there was, maybe you weren't living in it, but there was a promise of it. And you had psyched yourself up so much for it that, and it fell through. If something didn't work out, and it could come back to this. And I feel like it does. I feel like this is almost like a torn between two lovers type scenario here. Okay. Any additional clarity you can provide for this Ace of Cups? I feel like this is maybe a repeat lover type thing. Six of Wands, recognized. Okay. So yeah, torn between two lovers. One of them, I feel like one of them already, this one already maybe broke your heart. Maybe even made promises that, I shouldn't say, maybe even said the three words and then reneged on it, like kind of thing, really didn't mean it. Any additional clarity, any additional insight you can provide on the High Priestess here in the potential future? Okay, got a couple cards here. Ten of Wands, Queen of Swords. So I feel the High Priestess can maybe have a tendency to try and overextend. So I think this is where this Ten of Wands comes in. Don't overextend. I feel like this is don't overextend yourself. It's you're going to come to your conclusion. Not conclusion. You're going to come to your, yeah, I guess your resolution. You're going to find your resolution here. But you've got to, this, okay, so this is a whole big love triangle kind of thing. Any additional insight, any additional clarity you can provide for us, Spirit Source God? Is there any additional info? Okay, so I had these ones flip over in my hand. I don't think anything else flipped over. Doesn't look like it. Okay. We have the Seven of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Four of Cups. I don't know if you can see those. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so there's the insider advice here is get as much information as you can. Walk the paths that are going to be providing you that information. Okay, and don't, if you don't seize the moment, it may be gone before you know it. That's what I'm getting there. If you don't seize the moment. And I don't even think that Four of Cups even has anything. It's just like, okay, so if you don't seize the moment over here, okay, so get as much information as you can. Travel the paths that are going to provide you with the authentic, real, true information. And that, so this is like, does this person really love you? Is this person interested in marrying you? It, or whatever the case is that you're looking for. Um, because I feel like they've hurt you in the past and it was quite abrupt. And I think maybe you thought it, this was the one that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, kind of deal, right? All right. Okay, we're going to give this card a couple more shuffles here, see if anything wants to pop out. Okay, two cards. Two of Swords and the Empress. Okay, and the overall energy is the Two of Cups. Okay, so, wow. I think this is kind of like I want to say a lot of people run around with rose-colored glasses and they think everything is hunky-dory, or they want it to be hunky-dory, or they hope it's hunky-dory, or they they're delusional that it is hunky-dory, if you want to say it that way. Um, and this reading is a wake-up call that if you don't start to recognize where you are accepting things that are hurtful, derogatory, any kind of negative connotation, if you are accepting that, then it's just going to keep coming. So I'm almost feeling like the choice is yours. You can run away. You can run away from this path of stability, path of stability, and go after the path of instability because you think this is what your heart wants, or what, and mm, and you, I think you also feel like the other person, it wants you as well, but they've already broken you once. They've already taken away something. So whether they moved, maybe they weren't as dedicated as you, and you're still wishing for this. You're still, for some reason, there must be some kind of excitement here. There's got to be some kind of excitement. But that excitement doesn't provide stability. Like I said, your solution to recognize. Recognize it. Recognize it. I don't let, don't take on others' burdens. Don't accept anything that, if you're not comfortable with something, be forward about it. If you're, or don't accept it. Basically, if it doesn't serve you, get rid of it. You're going to be able to, I think there's going to be like maybe a little bit of an up and down, like uphill, downhill type roller coaster here, where you're going to be able to set yourself on what you are on your ideas, on your idea of what you want out of a relationship. Wow. There could be exercises if you were to see somebody that is accredited, like a therapist or something, and you went to them with this. There, at some point, there's got to be some kind of a realization of what it is you're willing to accept, what types of ideas you have for yourself, for your relationship, for your future. Mm. I feel like there's this potential future is a wake up call. And I think that if you allow the shadow to dictate, this wake up call um, is not going to happen. Whereas if you confront the shadow, behaviors, mindset, and you recognize, and there's like you're not alone. There's other people that are in the same type of situation, and there's people out there that know how to help start the healing process. So recognizing it, if you think it's going to be hard to cope, then you need to see somebody about getting this out and getting it, so because it's holding you back. It's holding you back. And I think this is like in love with love. That's what I'm getting there. You're in love with love. So your spirit guides, your higher self, your ancestors, they're saying to you, like, open your eyes. Don't um, don't be blinded. Don't ground yourself. The choices are going to be difficult. Some of them are going to be elevating choices, and some of them may feel like they're downgrading you. Either way, they're going to be hard choices. And they're going to be hard choices because you're going to be working through this. You're going to be, oh, you silly, silly person. I feel like you are genuinely attracted to, have chemistry with, but you are genuinely in love, the fool, genuinely in love with whomever is offering this. That's funny. Two of Cups, the fool. Or no, sorry, the hanged man. The hanged man. I think that there's a genuine connection there. Feels that way. So don't, I feel like the time is of the essence. Don't feel pressured. but time is of the essence. There is a I don't know how to. The longer you take to come to realizations, the longer you take to break down the mental barriers, the more time there is for someone else to step in and influence the person that once everything is all said and done, you would want to be with them. So, not that you would rush it, but you would have to be out open and honest and authentic within yourself to address this. And those are the toughest things for people to do. We are our own worst, biggest, whatever, however you want to say it, critics. Of ourselves. We're our own worst enemies. And one of the ways is by not allowing ourselves to become uncomfortable, I guess. So that is that's the reading for today. You've got to recognize what this obstacle represents and how far down the hole you're willing to fall, because your heart's already been broken by them before. This whole in chasing love, in love with love, this is all coming from the shadow, and it's the excitement that this Ace of Cups provides. Going out and knowing that you don't have enough information, taking the reviewing all pathways, not becoming what do you call that? Not becoming dismissive. These are all advices that's coming up from the cards in order to get past this. Because I think once you get past this, you're not only going to find happiness here, but you're going to find it elsewhere. This is like almost like an obsession with this. And with the two of swords up there and then the Empress, it's just like, stop daydreaming. Stop daydreaming. Stop daydreaming. Oh wow. Stop daydreaming. Okay. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of cards. Again, my name's Friday. This is the 420 Tarot Lounge. If you enjoy my interpretation of the cards, please give a like. Subscribe if you're so inclined. And leave me a comment below. Let me know if this reading resonated with you, or maybe where you're watching from would be great as well. Thank you. Stop by again. Namaste.